Nolan. Now on the offside, I really do love Nolan. He hasn't completely changed. He has shown that he is still an aggressive person, and he is trying really hard. But because he is an alien, it's really hard for him to see the boundaries and see just how much he's fucked up. Imagine growing up and thinking that everything that you're doing is the best thing that you're is the greatest and the nicest thing that you ever is the greatest thing to ever do. But then you get a reality check and to see just how much of a terrible person you are. That takes a lot of time to process this. Nolan didn't have a chance. And he is trying, but that doesn't mean anyone needs to forgive him, right? Debbie didn't doesn't need to forgive Nolan. This is the I am really excited to see just how they're gonna handle the relationship between Debbie and Nolan. But yeah, anyways. But yeah, in general, the season was pretty solid. I am as oh no, but now for my biggest problem, the animation. The animation is could have been better. Again, there are some time there's some times where the animation is absolutely amazing, but everyone that knows anything about animation knows that the animation could be way better. This isn't the fault of the animators, and more of the fault of the showrunners and maybe Amazon. I'm not sure, but hiring and wasting money on celebrity actors is dumb, and I'll keep saying it. It is very, very dumb to do this. And I'm sure Invincible fans wouldn't mind waiting an extra year just to see an extra polished season. They made this season in a year and it looks this good. This is very good for a 1 year season, but I'm expecting more and more. And I feel like it was really affecting the war. I feel like it was really affecting the war arc because when it's a war, you need a lot of battles, and sometimes the animation was straight up doo doo. But yeah, that was basically the only thing I had to say. They only need to fix a few stuff, and this might be the best. This might be the best. Oh no, alright. Another thing, the power scaling. The power scaling is pretty freaking terrible. The power scaling is pretty terrible. Any great writer needs to worry about the power scaling, and this is getting pretty ridiculous. Invincible getting his ass whooped by a bunch of street level thugs is not normal anymore. I don't care what you say and whatever the other people say. Power scaling is important. No, I don't think it's that important that. No, I don't think it's. No, I don't think it's the most important thing in the show. Obviously, it's the writing and the characters, but you do need to take care of the writing. If I see Mark beating Conquest and be on Conquest level, then I'm not expecting him to struggle up around a bunch of street level thugs. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that was the episode and that was the season. And don't forget to subscribe. See you around.